Hello! Mike Bradley, I hope you're doing well as always. Oh, well, that was fun. That was fun. That was a delicious King Fuzz by Bigfoot Engineering going on there. We're having a lot of fun with these pedals. You haven't seen the previous pedal I just put up of the Octopus Prime, what a name, and the Trouble Booster. I put them up last Friday. 2 videos in one day if you haven't seen it already. But anyway, let's do another questions and answer with Mike. Right, thank you all so much for sending your questions, means a lot, and I appreciate the love and support. So let's look at question 1. Now this is from a guy called Knowledge All, a YouTube name. Hey, quick question. I noticed you've got a pretty big amp there. Whatever do you mean? I think you may have said it's 100 watt. Is that a 4x12 is sitting on? I asked this because I've noticed that the volume seems very under control and it's pretty much at a voice level. Are you using an attenuator or is it just how the mic is placed? Most guys' videos I see with big amps, as soon as they start playing it's like it's 10 times louder than their voice. Anyways, great video, thanks for the tips. Right, Knowledge All, whoever you are, let me know your real name in the comment below. So first of all, this obviously I've got a few amps. The noise you just heard at the moment was my little Supersonic. I say little, it's small but massive. And this here is a Cornford MK50, and it's on a Marshall 4x12, which I think has got 475 watt speakers in, I think. The plane you heard at the beginning of the video, that was just camera mic. I haven't mic'd the amps at all. Most of the time I do mic my amps, sometimes I don't, it's just a camera mic. It's loud but not annoyingly loud. So the plane at the beginning of this video, yeah, that was quite loud. That was quite loud in here, more than kind of a house volume, but certainly not quite gigging volume, you know. So yeah, I can still talk over it. Regarding this, no, there's no attenuators or anything like that. A lot of the times, you know, the volume is kind of just over 1 on this, and on that amp it's on about 2. Obviously I had a fuzz pushing it a bit there, you know. So yeah, it's just being careful where you place the volume. So just kind of find a happy spot in a room, and then there'll be a happy spot gigging, you know. But of course we just want to turn it up. The louder the better really, a lot of the times, but you've got to kind of be a little bit controlled, haven't you, when you're at home. So yeah, just kind of find your happy spot. 1, 2, most good valve amps you can still, you know, get a good clean tone for 1 or 2 and then kick a pedal if need be for some dirt. Question 2 is from Tower Mokaramani. Hopefully I pronounced your name right, mate. Hey Mike, I've had this problem about my low E string for a while now. It's a Fender Japanese Strat, and every time I tried to tune the low E string, the pitch would fluctuate as I let it ring. It doesn't sound that out of tune, but it's definitely noticeable. Okay, so personally, mate, I would say the guitar needs a good service. So take it to a local tech. Something's obviously not right. I mean, first of all, try and make sure that the machine head, the guitar is now in my hand. Make sure that, you know, the kind of bolts and whatnot round the machine head is, you know, tight. It could be rattling now. I've had some pupils before, and their machine heads are really loose. So make sure that's kind of tight all around there. But if that's still not working, I would say take it to a local guitar repair guy, you know, local shop or something like that. I would have thought no more than £40 it would be for a service, and see what they can do there. But that's what I would recommend, mate. Just get it kind of checked over by a pro and start making noise with it again. Good noise. Let's put the Mac on my lap so you're not looking at the side of my face all the time. So this question is by Max Giltz. Hey Mike, any tips on starting a YouTube channel? I started one and I could use some. Yeah, firstly, thank you that you think I'm someone credible enough to offer some tips. That means a lot. I'm still, you know, working my way up in YouTube. You know, I'm still a relatively small channel, but I'm getting bigger now, starting to take off with the absolute love and appreciation to you guys for watching my videos and enjoying them. But some tips. So First thing I would say, and the biggest tip of all, is be yourself. Just be yourself in front of the camera. Now I know it can be weird at first if you're starting a YouTube channel and getting used to talking to a camera, but I mean I'm so used to it now, not just through doing YouTube, but I've done a lot of TV stuff through playing guitar and done adverts, and I did some work for the Guitar Hero what just came out, so I'm kind of used to being in front of a camera. I'm quite cool with it. Some people find it a bit weird, and it is weird sometimes chatting away to this, you know, but you get used to it after a while. But you want to be yourself, you know, like people who have met me, and I've met some people now at gigs as well. Last week I saw, forgotten your name, really sorry, but guy came up to me for watching my videos, and it means a lot. And like, this is me. I don't put on an act to like, oh, YouTube act now, you know. So yeah, number one, be yourself. That's the biggest tip of all, I would say. Another thing I would say is do videos what you would like to watch. So the videos I do for you guys are videos what I like to look for as well, and would enjoy watching if it wasn't me doing them, if that makes sense. So think, okay, what do I enjoy watching on YouTube? And obviously for someone like myself and us, it's guitar stuff most of the time, guitars, music, whatever. So I think, okay, so I like guitar, what do I want to see? And then I start doing that, if that makes sense, you know. So I always have a load of ideas, and I write them down on my phone and whatnot. That was my phone. Yeah, I always have a load of ideas and kind of write them down on my phone and kind of give it that way. So yeah, think what would I enjoy watching, and then try and do a video what you enjoy watching. Another tip I would say, which is certainly a new thing for me this year. This year I've really kind of upped my game a bit more on YouTube, and that's the consistency. So before, you know, I've been doing videos very much sporadically since 2011, and as every year goes, I kind of would do a bit more to it, you know. But it weren't really till I remember last January I was like, well, I'm going to start doing a bit more on YouTube, and you know, still was sporadic. I'd do a video, you know, 1 week, and then wouldn't do nothing for another 2 or 3 weeks, and then put another one up, and might do 2 in 1 week or something like that, you know, and then not do any again. But since January this year of 2016, Wednesday and Friday, those are my days. So, you know, pick a day, let the audience know which days you're doing your videos, so that they know when to kind of check their YouTube subscribers. Because if people got loads of subscriptions, it's very hard to keep track of what you got. But if people like you and they know, so for me, Wednesday and Friday, so hopefully you all know Wednesday, Friday, right, it's Wednesday today, Mike's got a video on Friday, etc. You know, so yeah, try and have a consistent, pick a day, even if you want to do 1 day a week. But definitely do at least a video a week, I would say. So be yourself, do videos what you would enjoy to watch yourself, and consistency. So those are my 3 tips, I would say, for the moment on starting a YouTube channel. And of course, have fun with it. Don't just do it to try and be YouTube famous or some rubbish like that. No, have fun with it. It's about having fun. And also it's fun kind of learning about editing and things like that. But that's a whole other ballpark there, editing. But cheers Max, thanks for your question, it means a lot. This question is from Shihad Aguka, AGCA. I will put that right there because that is a name I cannot pronounce at all. Hey Mike, what's up? Really enjoy your videos. Thanks buddy. I've got a question. Often I see you and other guitarists use your middle and ring fingers to pluck strings. If you need to, along with the pick that plays a bass note, it seems much easier to use the thumb or thumb pick to have the pointer finger free. Okay, and then you say, oh, your English obviously isn't your first language, bless you. If you need to, along with the pick that plays a bass note, it seems much easier to use the thumb or thumb pick. Okay, I get what you're saying. So here's my question. Why do electric guitar players use a pick more often? Okay, I think I get, basically what he's asking is, when I do hybrid picking, why don't I either use a thumb pick or just my fingers? That's basically your question, I think, in your broken English. Bless you. Right, so, yes, let me get my guitar on. So yeah, I do a lot of hybrid picking, okay? So that's pick and fingers at the same time, okay? I've been doing it pretty much from the beginning. My guitar teacher when I was 12 kind of introduced it to me. And it's kind of second nature to me. I like it. And also I kind of like the tonal sound you get with using your fingers and the pick together. And at the same time I like using my fingers as well at times, you know. I would use my fingers more if I could pick as quick as I can do fingers, you know what I mean? Regarding a thumb pick, I cannot get on with them at all. It feels weird. So I mentioned in a video about how practicing and stuff like that, and the Mr. Sandman thing. So obviously Chet Atkins and Tommy Emmanuel, they use a thumb pick, and I at the moment just using my fingers. I've tried doing picking fingers with it, and I can kind of blag it. Etc. Right? Obviously you can hear the kind of bass notes a lot more that way. But yeah, I think electric guitar players mainly use a pick more because the attack, the sound it gets. You didn't mention if you play electric or acoustic, mate, you know. Acoustic guitar and electric guitar, the styles are very, very different. So, and also it's a personal choice, you know. Jeff Beck doesn't use a plectrum, he uses just fingers. Richie Kotzen now just uses fingers. Mark Knopfler just uses fingers. Eric Clapton pretty much uses a pick, but on acoustic he uses fingers. So it's all a personal choice. But I look at it, you want your right hand to be like a Swiss Army knife. You want to be able to do as many different things with it. So regarding picking, sweep picking, hybrid picking, just finger picking, try and get it all covered. So when it comes down to doing music, and especially recording, you know, you can get the tones you're trying to hear in your head with whatever technique you can do, if that makes sense. So yeah, all personal. Okay, question from Fenrir. Can you grow an afro? I probably could. I've had very long hair before. I've had hair down to here. I will insert a picture now. So yeah, I've had long hair. Regarding growing it that way, I'm sure I could grow an afro if I want. I'm quarter Jamaican, so yeah. Right, another really complicated name for me to pronounce. His first name's Tit. I'm just going to put that. And I'm going to put your name now because I can't pronounce it. Tit Jura or something. Hello buddy, nice to meet you, thank you for your questions. So you've wrote, hello, I've been playing guitar for around 2 years now. I would like to join a band, but I don't really know if I could keep up with everybody else. How do you know when you're ready for a band? How old were you when you first joined a band? How was it? I'm 16 by the way, sorry for any grammar mistakes. Thank you for your answers. No worries. Oh, from Slovenia. Personally, so how old was I when I was first band? So I was in my first band before I played guitar. So I was 10 years old and my friends down my road were like 14, 15, 16 and Kurt Cobain had not long blown his head off. So Nirvana was huge, as though a lot of teenagers were starting bands. I was a little kid, I wanted to join. They kind of gave me a quarter-sized bass guitar and that kind of got me into wanting to play the guitar. That was the kind of the fun of being a kid. You just think, yeah, I want to do it, and just kind of do it, and that's how I started playing. And then I was in a band when I was at the ACM for a bit. Never gigged over, as for rehearsed really. And then I joined a band when I was 17. At that point, I've been playing guitar for about 5 years. I was all right on the guitar. I just started teaching then, you know. And I just wanted to just kind of get out and play. So I would say to you, mate, just do it. Just do it, and try not to feel too insecure about yourself, because it's all about having fun. So stick a few little, you know, classified ads out. There's loads of Facebook groups you could do that for bands, things like that. Say, you know, I've been playing for 2 years. Describe yourself, looking for someone for similar ability, or you know, if you're a bit better, fantastic. Because I think the best thing for a musician is to play with other people who are better than you, because then that will help you grow as a musician. So yeah, if you can find players who are a bit better than yourself, then that'd be fantastic. But just do it, mate. Don't worry about it. It's about having fun. Just get out there and do it. JC Denton asks, hey, what's your favourite soundtrack song from movies, TV or video games? I'm gonna have to think about that. Well, for movies, anything by John Williams is pretty good. You know, he's done, you know, off the top of my head, most Steven Spielberg songs, you know, movie soundtrack songs to Steven Spielberg films he's done. Jaws, Jurassic Park, you know. Of course, Back to the Future, that's got a pretty damn good soundtrack. So, oh god, yeah. Let's say Back to the Future, Terminator 2, ba-dum, bam, ba-dum, ba-dum, bam, that's all. And Terminator 2's got You Could Be Mine on the soundtrack as well by Guns N' Roses. So there's a few. Oh, and TV, Friends. That's pretty good. So there you go. Random but good question. Kelvin Kehi. He asked. Well, he's really enjoyed the video. Where do I get my inspiration and all the ideas you're working on? I'm having trouble to find that stuff. Where do I get my inspiration? It's basically just the love of wanting to get better on the instrument and honing my craft as a player and a musician, you know. And of course with YouTube, watching people, you know, I'm really into Michael Landau at the moment. I'm always into him. He's one of my favourite guitar players, especially more so recently. His touch is just phenomenal. So, you know, finding great guitar players and just, I don't necessarily sit there with a guitar and try and copy his licks or anything like that. I just, you know, watch him, and then that inspires me to want to get better, and then it kind of soaks in, you know. So people like Michael Landau, Robin Ford. Robin Ford's amazing, you know, so just kind of watching him, and it just kind of inspires you to kind of want to get better yourself and get that kind of sound yourself, you know. So yeah, watching your peers, listening to your peers, and then that will kind of rub off on you. So yeah, that's what I do. Right, last question of the day is from Shane Laundry. I can pronounce the name. Hello, how you doing? This is for your Q&A video. I learned the 5 positions on the neck for the minor pentatonic. How would I use that just to jam? How do you come up with random notes when you jam? Okay, Shane. Laptop going down. So, you've learned your minor pentatonics, right? You know your 5 shapes. So, what I do, try not to think of licks, try not to rely on licks all the time, just start playing. So, if you can, you know, okay, there's my beat, right? I have to stop because I could play all day. So I'm not thinking of licks there, okay? I'm thinking of just melodies and being melodic, and more importantly, the sounds I hear in my head. So if you're, even if you're just in shape 1, okay, just stay in shape 1 for a bit. Hang out there. Okay, it's hard restricting yourself to that. And then when you got used to that, start kind of sliding into the notes, because this note here, which is an E, is the same note there in shape 2. And also, so that's the beginner of shape 1. Which is the tail end of shape 5. Okay, and then so the end of shape 2 is the beginning of shape. The end of shape 1, sorry, is the beginning of shape 2, and the shape 2 is the beginning of shape 3. So it's all connected. So instead of do, and and then you're kind of sliding into that next shape then, as opposed to that. So start kind of sliding into the notes, and in that way the neck starts opening up a little bit more for you. But don't get stuck into, oh, I want to learn licks, I want to learn licks. Don't get me wrong, a few licks here and there are cool, but you want to start making music with it. So everything I hear in my head, I will play on the guitar. So that groove, I'll hum, alright? So that groove I had. So that diminished thing, I heard that. I'm hearing all that, okay? And then it's coming out on the guitar that way. I might not be able to hit some of the notes, but no, you get the idea. So yeah, don't just rely on licks all the time. Start making music with it. As always, if you want to submit a question, please go to my Facebook page, cha-cha-cha-ching, and submit a question there. And if you haven't done so already, it'd be great to like the Facebook page as well. It means a lot. And I do the live thing a lot now lately as well. So you can catch some live video of me chatting randomness to you. But no, thanks all for support again, and I will see you on Friday. Take care, Mike Brady signing out.